Jason, I think the biggest thing that gets me excited when I look out there, I see a lot of chiropractors more than ever before sharing who they are and what they do online. And we help many of those chiropractors with the Smart Chiropractor, and there are hundreds, if not thousands, going at it each and every day on their own. And they're reaching millions and in some cases tens of millions of people. And the dichotomy here, and we've spoken with a few of these chiropractors that are just doing awesome things on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Snap, you name it. They've been able to, YouTube, build huge audiences. And sort of the challenge that they all end up with is, okay, I'm getting out there. I am generating a bunch of new patients from the content that I'm putting out. I totally get content creation. Many of them follow many of the people you just mentioned, Gary Vee, Tim Ferriss, Seth Godin. They geek out on it just like we do, but they end up with then this weird paradox of, man, like 85%, really more like 95% of their audiences don't live within their circle of practice. Okay, this person knows me, trusts me, likes me, they're engaging, they're following everything, and I keep building, in some of the docs we've spoken with, millions of people following them, some thousands, and growing. But no matter where you are in that spectrum, there's probably a good portion that are beyond your circle of practice. And it's like, am I wasting time doing this? Am I not? Like, where does the rubber meet the road? It's nice to see the numbers, but if they can't come in as a new patient, does that really matter? I can't impact their lives, and that's changed. You can impact the lives of people far beyond your circle of practice or people that move away by having an available option for them to engage with you. And those options quite often fall into exactly what we're discussing, which are membership, subscription, continuity, monthly recurring revenue, whether it be your online store and an e-commerce opportunity for them to engage with the practice, purchase some of your favorite products. We can go into that in a moment. There's a lot to dive into there. Whether it's online health coaching, whatever it might be, there's a variety of opportunities and we lay them out. So please download the book at thepaydaypractice.com. Again, that is thepaydaypractice.com. You can see it down below. There are a variety of different opportunities depending upon, here's the beauty, what you're passionate about as a chiropractor and what's your ideal patient coming in? What are the benefits you can offer them? What are the challenges that they're experiencing? This is not something that's like one size fits all and you're like, oh gosh, this doesn't really work with my practice. Here's the beauty. You get to decide. So we've laid out some pillars, 3 simple pillars that showcase different opportunities for you to be able to generate monthly recurring revenue. And the beauty of it is, and what gets me excited where this started, were these docs really getting out there and building their brand online. And there's more and more docs doing this each and every day to a variety of different levels. And it doesn't need to stop there. There's a core philosophy that we talk about within the Smart Chiropractor all the time: teach and invite consistently. Teach component is showcasing something engaging, entertaining, educational. And then invite is the call to action. That call to action for most chiropractors most of the time is schedule an appointment in the practice. That's A-okay. But man, it is beautiful when you're able to diversify that to visiting your online store, subscribing to your favorite Everybody Everyday supplements, whatever it might be for you, the health coaching that you now offer online, the program, the health program that you've put up on a Kajabi or a Teachable or something to that effect. There are so many opportunities to extend the reach of your knowledge, to monetize in an ethical and a way that you can be super proud of the knowledge that you have to your audience, and for them to get supreme value. If they are following you, they trust you, they like you, and they want to engage with you, they just don't happen to live within a 5-mile radius, man, we're going to look at this in 20 years. We're going to look at this in about 2 years, I think, as the Payday Practice takes hold and say, what an archaic way. Wait a minute, Grandpa. You could only take care of people and build a business on somebody that lived within riding distance in a car of your practice. It just doesn't need to be that way. And the beauty is we've seen these companies, such as a few that we've highlighted earlier, specifically in the healthcare space, Athletic Greens, Ritual. We've seen companies in the membership space, even within chiropractic, The Joint, an example, a majority of their revenue, an overwhelming majority, as we understand it, 85% of their revenue is generated through monthly subscriptions. Now, whether you align with their message or not, doesn't matter. you get to build what you want, which is the beauty of it. If you have more of a rehab-based practice, you could do a clinic gym hybrid, as Dr. Josh Satterley has spoken of in the past. There are such an array of opportunities for you to get out there, but the first step is to really understand that, yes, it's an option for you. The second step is to then start to really work through, what do I want to offer? And that is where the Payday Practice really excels. We've included worksheets at the end of each section so that you can really track your progress throughout the book. And by the time you finish the book, you really have a complete action plan on how to install monthly recurring revenue services that can meet or exceed and cover your monthly expenses each and every month. In my humble opinion, and I've seen this, I don't believe I'm really engaged in any business that does not have at this point a monthly recurring component, because it's so important to the stability of a business. And we've seen so much vulnerability over the last few years in many practices. And thankfully, because of what's happened over the last few years, many practices have bounced back and are doing better than ever, which is awesome. That is actually the exact perfect time to explore opportunities, not when you are desperate and need it and challenged, but as your practice is thriving, being able to be creative, understanding what your patients want, and being able to have maybe a little bit more of that mind share to put into something that can really dramatically affect things 5, 10, 15 years down the road for your practice. When we talk about monthly recurring memberships and subscriptions, for many practices, this is going to be starting small. Like, you don't need to have 20,000 members and compete with, Amazon and millions of clients, customers, and members to make a significantly impactful difference in your monthly finances. For many practices, and we explore this in the book in great detail, Jason, supplements are an easy example. They're just the easiest thing to look at. 70% of people walking into chiropractic practices each and every day are taking some form of an everybody everyday supplement. That would be something like a multi, potentially a magnesium, a fish oil, sleep, those non-therapeutic supplements. 70% of the people coming into your practice are doing it. And the example I give, and I'll continue to give because it's a personal pain point for me, is seeing patients in practice. They're coming in, they're asking me what I'd recommend. I'm spending 10 minutes sort of like poorly describing something, but trying my best, telling them where to get it. The patient then leaves. They come back the next week with something they bought on Amazon. It's the wrong thing. That didn't serve them. That didn't serve me. How much better and easier is it when you have the opportunity to say, that is a fantastic question. I have my favorite supplements available in our store right now. The QR code is right there on a piece of paper or a flyer next to where you have that patient. That is a cleaner, easier way to go about it. It actually is a far better patient experience. Now they're getting exactly what you would actually recommend. They're going to be happier, you're going to be happier, and your business is going to be happier because, especially with everybody everyday supplements, that is a member, that is a subscription, and it's just one at a time. And think about 70% of the people coming into your practice actively taking supplements. What if just 5%, 10% of them went and utilized what you actually recommend? That's going to make such a meaningful difference. So that was a very long-winded way to get to the answer of what am I most excited about. I'm excited for those docs that are taking action already, that I see building fantastic audiences that are teaching and inviting, but really haven't put it together on how they can really make that work at the highest level. 1, for their patient, and 2, for their practice. Thank you so much for watching this video on The Smart Chiropractor. To not miss a single thing that's clinically oriented, marketing oriented, or more, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel today.